Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of the true nation of Israel, Yasharala. Quick lesson, man. Slakia, give me a second. Quick lesson, man. On the topic of South Park and these fake Jews. We all know, the fake JEWs, JOOs in our land right now. Okay, who control Hollywood? Who control all these industries? Entertainment industries, sports industries, the corn industry. All right, they food industry, everything, man. They control the whole world, man. Okay, if you do your research, there's ties. There's JOO ties throughout every industry, every part of the world, man. All right, they own the banks, all of that, man. Okay, your money, media. All right, they control everything, man. All right, I'm just laying backing off of the brother from South Carolina. Oh wait, Manat Zakba. All right, his video sparked this lesson, man, and I was meditating upon this for the last few weeks, on this topic, because as a kid, because I used to watch this as a kid, I've noticed that they would always make remarks or jokes about Jews, JEWs or JOOs, man. I didn't understand it as a kid, but I just laughed because I thought, that's just something to laugh at, because when you're a kid, you don't even know what's funny, man. You just laugh with everybody, and they always, almost every episode, they make a joke out of the JEWs, making fun of Kyle because he's a JEW, JOO. All right, small hat, big nose. All right, fake JEW. All right. They're always making jokes about themselves, man. All right, but at the same time, if anybody else does it, in real life, on social media, if a black person, you don't even have to make fun of them. You could just share a video about somebody, about a group of people identifying themselves or saying that, hey, maybe we're the Israelites, like what Kyrie Irving did. What did he do? All he did was share a video. Did he even share it? I don't know. He shared freaking, what's his name's video, Hebrews to Negroes, Ron Dalton's freaking old documentary, man. All right. That's all he did is share it. He wasn't slandering or making fun of the JEWs, JOOs. And then what happened? He lost his Nike contract. All right. And they forced him to apologize. All right. They suspended him, I believe. He was getting a lot of backlash and whatnot. Because, hey, the JEWs, the small hats, the fake JOOs, all right? The Jews, all right? The people in the land of Israel right now, which are not the real Israelites, okay? They control the sports industry. They control the NBA, all right? They control the money, the world. The scriptures say the world has been given into the hands of the wicked, all right? And covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And who are the real judges? The Lord's true judges, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's their original depiction, their original appearance, all right? Colored people, okay? Which, hey, since time and time has gone by, decades, centuries, thousands of years, eons, our people, the Israelites, have been mingling themselves with the other nations, all right, having kids with the other nations. So you're going to have Israelites that look like other nations too, all right? Don't get that twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. But majority of the Israelites, all right, the Lord's chosen people, the majority are blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Don't get that twisted either, all right? But you will get some that don't look like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? So, yeah, man, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you a TikTok about South Park too, and then I'm going to bring out some precepts on why South Park, all right, and shows like South Park get away with making fun of the JEWs. But if anybody else does, they're called anti-Semitic, all right, put charges on them, all right, defamed, all right, lose their contract with the big company, all right, lose their job, all right, get persecuted for making fun of the fake JEWs, all right. But South Park, they do it every other episode, man. And nobody bats an eye. But if somebody like Kyrie Irving does something like that, all right, or if we make a video back, talking smack, being reckless with what we say about these people, all right, the fake JEWs, that's why I'm speaking in code and not calling them what they are, all right?
When's it gonna stop raining, frogs?
Okay?
It'll be okay, my son.
Take our
The weather will clear.
But my friend Kyle, he says that the reason we've had all these plagues and stuff is because you won't let all the Jews leave.
It's a complicated political issue, my son. An economic, social issue that needs time. We can't let them leave, but is it really all that different from when the North didn't let the Confederate States leave the USA?
Wow, that makes sense. Don't think anyone can deny that.
Poor frogs. I feel so badly for them.
But, Dad, my friend Kyle says that if we don't do whatever the Hebrews want us to do, God is gonna kill little Egyptian boys.
Huh. I don't think God would do such a thing, little one. No matter what happens, we can't let ourselves believe in the Hebrew version of God. We believe in a just Lord who would never murder innocent children.
I love you, Dad.
And I love you, son. And our love grows.
And our love grows.
We can't let ourselves believe in the Hebrew version of God. We believe in a just Lord who would never murder innocent children.
I love you, Dad.
And I love you, son. And our love grows.
This is the brass section. Yeah, I know. I was noticing that you're kind of hanging out a lot with Kyle lately. Is there a problem with that?
No, I think it's amazing. It's awesome that someone like you could be okay with someone like him, given all the new information lately. You know, the stuff that's come out about how the Jews stole the black race's identity? That the lost tribes of Judah were actually all Africans? You didn't hear about this? Black people are actually the Jews and people like Kyle have taken that from them?
Stop talking to me.
When the Jews came to America to escape persecution in World War II, they found that blacks were already the underclass in America, so they had to invent a story for themselves which they could make everyone believe because Kyle runs Hollywood. You didn't hear about this? Black people are actually the Jews and people like Kyle have taken that from Kyle runs Hollywood, Token. When the Jews came to America to escape persecution in World War II, they found that blacks were already the underclass in America, so they had to invent a story for themselves which they could make everyone believe because Kyle runs Hollywood.
But yeah, see, for instances like that, man. South Park, they always get away. It's not even getting away. They get to make fun of or poke at, make fun and get away with making jokes and pointing out stuff about the fake JEWs in the Holy Land right now, man, which are not the true Israelites, all right, which are not the true JEWs, which are not the true people of the tribe of Judah, man, okay? But regular people like us, not even regular people like Kyrie Irving and stuff like that, man. If we say anything against them, we get backlash, okay? We get persecuted, all right, from them, all right? Why is that, man? Okay? It's because, well, first off, South Park, they're controlled or they're owned by the same people that they're making fun of, man. All right? And why are they allowing jokes, allowing themselves, why are they making fun of themselves, but not letting other people making fun of them? All right? It's because they're trying to fit themselves into the curses of the true Israelites, because the scriptures say, the curses, all right, roughly paraphrasing, the curses shall follow us, shall follow the Israelites as a sign, Let me get that. They're trying to fit themselves and make themselves look like the Israelites. See, we get made fun of all the time. See, look at South Park. They're making fun of us. But wait, but why don't you tolerate it from anybody else? Nobody asked that question, Okay. South Park doesn't get punished for it. South Park is still running to this day, But if Kyrie Irving even, even does, if somebody like Kyrie Irving or somebody like us makes fun of y'all, we get our videos or our YouTube channels taken away, and we get punished. Why is that? But South Park is still up and running, still making those jokes. It's because you people, you fake JEWs, all right, are trying to fit the curses as a proverb and a byword, which shall be called upon the Israelites, roughly paraphrasing. Let me get this. I think that's how I'm roughly paraphrasing, man. Yep, Deuteronomy 28:45, it says, Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. So those fake people, those fake JWs in our land, they're trying to fit this description. All right. That's why they're allowing South Park and people and things like that to make fun of them, but not other people, bringing out the truth, Okay. Because they're trying to fit the curses, man. Because they're claiming themselves as the true Jews, the true Israelites, but they're not. All right. But when somebody brings out the real information about who the true Israelites are, all right, they get their videos and YouTube channels taken down. They lose their contracts, their money, they get defamed. All right. But if South Park does it, it's nothing. Nothing happens to them because they're owned by those same JEWs, fake JEWs, man. Do you get it? All right. It says, the curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee. Okay. Verse 46, this is, and they, all right, the curses, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. All right, so the curses, all right, are going to be upon us as a sign to see, to show everybody, so everybody would know who the Israelites are, because the curses are upon our people, man. All right, the rotting of the thigh, the baldness of thy head, evil eye towards each other, okay, broken up single household families, okay, cursed shall thou go in, and cursed shall thou leave, cursed shall thou be in the field, cursed shall thou be in the city. All right, okay, we're gonna go to our enemies for the want of all things, and etc., man. All right. Our women shall bring forth monsters, okay? But there's just a couple of curses, man, all right? And who do the curses of Deuteronomy fit? Only the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, majority, the blacks, all right, of Israel, all right, the southern kingdom. It doesn't fit you JEWs, you fake Jews, or fake JEWs in the land right now. The curses of Deuteronomy do not fit you. That's why you're trying so hard and allowing jokes to be made about y'all so y'all could fit the curses. Let's get this. Slocky, give me a moment. I had it. No, that's not it. Slocky. I typed it in wrong. Well, let me type it in. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and 37. These are some of the curses, all right, that it's written about, all right, the same chapter. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee, all right, which this curse only fits us blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We got proverbs and bywords named and put upon us. Blacks, Negroes, Spics, all right, Tontos, Wetbacks, okay, Indians, okay, niggas, all right, you know, what else? What else do they call us? They used to call us snowball heads, all right, because when a black man gets old and it's all of his hair turns white and gray, they call him snowball or snow cone or something like that, you know. Porch monkeys, okay. I'm just trying to think of all the proverbs, and then, you know, that's a proverb, that's a byword that's put upon us, man. All right. You know, we're made fun of. All right. Jokes, we're at the end and the butt end of every joke amongst the whole world. Okay. They make fun of our people. All right. They hiss at us, and they wag their tail. You know, it's like, I think I said that wrong, but yeah, they hiss at us. All right. Okay. We become a laughing stock, you know, throughout the whole world, you know. And those fake JEWs, all right, are trying to fit that description, okay? This is Psalms 44 and 14. It says, thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people, okay? That only fits us, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, okay? People, they shake their head when they see us being ghetto, all right? Robbing and breaking into stores, all right? We're a no-class people. We're a no people, like the scriptures say. We're a no people, you know? You know, nobody claims us. We barely even claim ourselves, you know? Okay? We have became that. Not you JEWs, you fake JEWs in the land of Israel right now. These curses that I'm reading, they don't fit you, okay? And read Deuteronomy 28. Read all the curses and see what nation, what group of people on earth does that description fit. And it's only the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? Okay? It's not you fake JEWs, JOOs, bombing everybody around themselves over there in the land of Israel. Okay? That's why y'all try to make fun of yourselves, but don't let anybody else make fun of y'all. Okay? Because you are trying so hard to fit as the description of the Lord's chosen people. All right? Which you're not. You never will be. All right? You have no class. You have no flavor, no salt, no swag about you. Nobody even likes you. Your people don't even like you. Y'all fighting amongst each other, you know? Y'all aren't like us, you know? That's why they're called the lost 12 tribes of Israel, because we're lost. We have been scattered throughout the whole world. You know, we're not in the land of Israel right now. And like the scriptures say, let me get it. Where was it? What was I reading? Ezekiel 36:3, it says, therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord God, because they have made you desolate. All right, the heathens. All right, they destroyed our land and destroyed us and put us into slavery and swallowed you upon every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers. All right, they make fun of us. All right, call us spics, wetbacks, tontos, Negroes. All right, porch monkeys. They make fun of us, man. All right, and are an infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which become a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Verse 5, therefore thus saith the Lord God Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, the Edomites, the so-called white people, all right, our enemy, which have appointed my land into their possession. All right, what's the Lord's land? The land of Israel. And who's dwelling in the land right now? Who has appointed the land of Israel into their possession? Idumea, the people in that land right now. Okay. All right, all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. All right, so bam, you people in the land of Israel right now fit this description. You fit the Edomites. All right, you fit the description of the Edomites. You don't fit the description of the Israelites, the Lord's chosen beloved people who have been scattered and casted out of the land of Israel. All right, it became a proverb and a byword and a laughing stock amongst everybody. A no people. You do not fit that description. The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans do. All right, but you don't. And the scriptures say when the Lord puts his people into his land, the land of Israel, there would be no more war. There would be no more sickness. The earth is going to be turned into a paradise as it should. Is the world looking like that right now? No. There's war all over the place. All right, and those people in the land right now are causing war, committing genocide, genocide, all right? Okay, doing all types of wicked, abominable acts to the neighbors around that land, starting war, bombing everybody, causing war. So they don't fit the description of the Israelites, man. Okay? But they're trying so hard to. That's why they try to make fun of themselves to fit the description of the Israelites. That's why you see South Park and shows like that make fun of of the JEWs, because they're owned by those same JEWs, man, trying to fit like the description of the Israelites, man. I can close it right there, man. All right. Micah 2:2 says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And who has done that? Those people in the land of Israel right now have taken our heritage, calling themselves the Israelites. All right, the Israelis, the JEWs, when they're not. All right, they're totally not. All right. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, to know that I have loved thee. All right. So, yeah, man. Those people in the land of Israel who call themselves, they call themselves this word. This is what they call themselves. The people, the majority of the population in the land of Israel, they call themselves this word. Okay. It says, and are not, but do lie. So they fit the description of this, all right? The people, the seed of Satan, all right? They don't fit the description of the true Israelites, okay? Because they call themselves JEWs, but they're lying, all right? They appointed our land into their possession, but they're not the true JEWs, all right? Psalms 50 and 16, but unto the wicked, all right, the fake JEWs, but unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? All right, and that's what these heathens, these fake JEWs have done for the past couple hundred years, man. Since the mid 1600s, they have converted themselves into adopting the customs of the true Israelites. Okay? Trying to steal our identity, all right? Oppress our heritage, a man in his own heritage. Trying to fit themselves and align themselves as the true Israelites, which they are not. And